What's good, people? It's your boy Brocky, Whiskey and Kicks, man. It's Whiskey Wednesday, and you know Brocky tastes the booze. Here I am, back again. Different look. All right, I'm trying something different, man. I'm making this video. I changed my camera situation up so I can put this entire episode out on Instagram and on YouTube because the videos are so short. It'll make a nice little Instagram. What is it called? The Instagram joint where it's like the longer videos. What you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So we're gonna try that this time, man. See how it goes. But today, let's get to it. I don't like to talk a lot with these segments. I like to get to it because this is all about sipping whiskey. And although this is Bourbon Heritage Month, um, the whiskey that I'm about to sip is not a bourbon, but we're gonna make it work anyway. So before I get to talking too much, we're talking about J.H. Cutter whiskey without the E. This is whiskey without an E. A perfect blend of American whiskeys is what they're calling it. So as we always say, let's go ahead and get this pour. Um, let's get this pour situated so our whiskey can kind of relax a little bit, do its thing, air out a little bit. Whew. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that color. I know nothing about this whiskey. I've never had it. I hadn't even heard about it until my girl Aleka hit me up from Hotaling and Co. and sent me a bottle. So I appreciate it. So that's why I'm doing this tasting situation. I want to see what it's all about. So let's read a little bit. I pulled up something about it. J.H. Cutter whiskey, and this is look. I'm a decent reader, right? Yeah, bear with me, bear with me. If not, skip ahead or whatever to when I'm tasting and talking about the whiskey. It's up to you, man. Well, I gotta do this, all right? J.H. Cutter whiskey. J.H. Cutter represents the finest tradition of A.P. Hotaling's heritage of blending and bottling the finest American whiskeys worthy of the Hotaling name. The J.H. Cutter name and bottle are inspired by the original J.H. Cutter whiskey, which was a product offered by A.P. Hotaling and Co. in the mid to late 1800s. Anson P. Hotaling arrived in San Francisco during the California Gold Rush. I didn't know that Hotaling was named after a person. How about that? But it kind of makes sense. Let me see. Hotaling arrived in San Francisco during the California Gold Rush, but like the vast majority, failed to make his fortune as a gold miner. After working for a local liquor merchant, Hotaling found his true calling and opened his San Francisco wholesaler liquor business in 1865 under the name A.P. Hotaling and Co. A.P. Hotaling was the largest liquor wholesaler on the West Coast in the late 1800s. Pardon me. And the Hotaling warehouse in San Francisco famously survived the earthquake and fires in 1906. The power of whiskey, right? How about that? J.H. Cutter whiskey was one of Hotaling's flagship brands and was a blend of some of the finest whiskeys from the best producers in Kentucky and other parts of the United States. Today's J.H. Cutter blend brings together three whiskeys to achieve maximum complexity and includes 73% sourced bourbon from Kentucky, 17% Old Potrero 18th century style rye whiskey, and 10% Old Potrero port finish rye whiskey, which I have both of those here. Amazing ryes. Let me see. Whiskey inspired by the original packaging. Today's bottle is amber with an A.P. Hotaling & Co. embossed replica topper and an antique silver colored capsule. Yeah, I noticed that. That's pretty dope. I like that. I like that little touch. That's pretty dope. Even though it's just the wrapper, but that's a nice touch. I like that. I like those little details. Class A blends. The Class A blend term was used in the years after Prohibition. It came about due to when well-aged whiskey stock was low, much it is like today, and many companies created Class A blends that were 100% whiskey but consistent of a blend of different ages and types of whiskeys. To be a Class A blend, no neutral spirits, colors, or flavors can be included, making it a pure whiskey offering. Okay, I was wondering what Class A meant. I hadn't heard that term before. J.H. Cutter is a perfect representation of a Class A blend, and as such is a pure American whiskey. Do they say that on here too? Pure American? Is that a perfect blend of American whiskeys? Is what it says. Okay, I like it. I like what I'm hearing so far. Coming in at 96%. Excuse me, 96 proof, 48% ABV. So I'm very curious about this now. Yeah, because did it say 73% sourced bourbon from Kentucky? So that bourbon, that's sweeter, depending on what bourbon they used, it can come with the high corn, or it might be a high rye bourbon. I don't know. So what do I expect here? Because those ryes that they use in this, those ryes are not super hot. They're not like the traditional rye that's gonna not burn your chest, but you know what I mean. Rye's coming in hotter, bourbon's coming in sweeter. The Old Potrero they're not super hot like that, and I love them. Like they're actually a little bit on the sweet side for a rye, and I love that about them. So everyone knows I'm a rye guy, right? So this is interesting because you don't typically see the brown bottle. They have a brown bottle, and most bottles are clear. Brown bottle, and that color on this is beautiful. I mean, look at it. That is fantastic. Let's taste it and see what's going on. Let's nose it and see. Oh, I'm getting that sweetness. Oh man. Yeah. So I'm getting cinnamon up front, heavy. The cinnamon just hit me. I'm getting cinnamon up front on the nose. It's definitely sweet on the nose. I mean, it smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch on the nose. I'm not even gonna lie to you, yo. It smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch on the nose. Anybody smelling it? Anybody know anything about J.H. Cutter? Tell me what you get on the nose of this whiskey. It smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is my absolute favorite cereal outside of Frosted Flakes. Oh man. I want to say I'm picking up like banana, but I'm not sure. Yeah. All right, so listen, let's go, man. Let's go. We have enough time. Enough time. Let's go see what it's all about. Oh man. Okay, so I'm getting tropical fruit on my palate. Like the tropical fruit shows up quick. That I'm not getting the cinnamon on my palate. I'm not tasting the cinnamon. It's coming in hot. I like it. Um, oh yeah, it's coming in hot, baby. Maybe they use a high rye bourbon. I'm curious. I gotta ask Aleka about this. I'm curious on what bourbon they might not tell me what bourbon, but they might tell me if it was a high rye bourbon. Um, you know, because yeah, this is a nice blend. And I was just having a conversation with someone last night. Um, I was at a reception for this magazine, VIP magazine, which I was featured in, page 38, 39. Holla at me. And one of the people there, one of the fellas there that was on the cover of the magazine, Big T, my man Big T, man, great guy. We were just talking about blending, right? There's an art. There's an art to blending whiskey. If you can blend a good whiskey, hats off to you, and you should be credited for that. It takes a hell of a distiller to be able to taste those whiskeys and determine what tastes good together, and blend those things together and put out a fantastic product like this. I like this a lot. This is definitely a sipper for me. I would even use this for my Manhattans too. You know, I would really use this for a Boulevardier. I would put this in a Boulevardier. I like the complexion of this whiskey. Um, Try it out, J.H. Cutter. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I've never had this. I've never heard of it. Never seen it before, and I'm happy about it. It is delicious, dude. This is a really good whiskey. Shout out to Hotaling & Co. Once again, man, you guys, I like this one more than a Lot 40. To be honest, this one, it does not have a short finish like the Lot 40 did. Not to compare the two, it is what it is. Each whiskey is different, but I like this one more than the other one. That nose is just incredible. The cinnamon toast crunch. I'm almost happy it didn't show up on my palate. Like, I don't necessarily want my whiskey to taste like that, but I yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this one. Let me add a drop of water to it and see what it does. Let's do that, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Go out and find a bottle of it, and then post it on your Instagram, tag Hotaling & Co. and tag Whiskey and Kicks, the Whiskey and Kicks show. Tell them I sent you, baby. This is what we doing out here. Oh God, the cinnamon toast crunch shows up even more. Jeez. It changed the complexion a little bit. Man, that tropical fruit thing though is still there. Like a fruit cocktail almost, but whiskey form. Trust me, it's not a sweet sip. It's not like, you guys know. Y'all know when I'm describing these flavors. I'm not talking about some fruity ass cocktail that you might get somewhere, which is cool. People like fruity cocktails. That's cool. Check my merch out, whiskeyandkicks.com. I got the fruity cocktail joints out there for my fruity cocktail lovers. Straight up. But yeah, it's a passion type of passion fruit kind of thing almost. I like it better without the water. I like it better without the water drop. I like the complexion of it before that. But anyway, that's J.H. Cutter, man. Hotaling & Co. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, yo. Check this out. I advise, I recommend it. It's pretty good. I'm happy about it. A perfect blend of American whiskeys. I'm feeling y'all. San Francisco, baby. One of my favorite cities. Yeah. 96 proof. Is that what I said? Coming in at 96 proof. Anyway, y'all be good, man. Cheers. And let me know what you think about it, man. If you get a chance to try this out, let me know. Y'all be good.